You can't love anybody else until you learn to love yourself. You might be a woman watching this. You might be a man watching this. You got to realize that there's no possible way you can love anybody before you first love yourself. And when you really think about it, majority of people in this world don't really love themselves. Maybe not even you. You see, a lot of times we think we love ourselves, but we really don't. We don't love ourselves enough, I would say that. We don't love ourselves how we should be loving ourselves. Because we did. You want to know if you love yourself? Uh, Look in the mirror for more than 10 seconds. Just actually look in the mirror. Look in the mirror for maybe a couple minutes. Some of y'all might cry. Some of y'all might see something way deeper within yourselves. You might see a demon in you. You might see the light of Christ in you. But just look at yourself. Say, hey, do I really love me? And once you start to say that, once you start to really see and like kind of like meditate towards you, you will start to see like you will have certain emotions coming up. You'll have certain thoughts, certain things of the past come up. And you'll be like, dang, do I really love myself? Maybe I don't really love myself as much as I do. Maybe I don't love myself as much as I should. Maybe I need to start taking care of this body, taking care of this vessel. Because we are all spiritual beings. Maybe my reality needs to reflect how I love myself, reflect how I behave. But you gotta first love you before you can love somebody else. And always remember, how you show up for yourself is how other people are gonna show up for you. Listen, if you don't care about you, why would I care about you? If you don't love you, why you want me to love you? That don't make sense. This is how people can walk over you because you're only a reflection of your reality. I keep telling y'all that. You're only a reflection. So if somebody keep walking over you, you already walking over yourself. You already laid yourself down. You already said that, hey, I'm a doormat, so just walk over me. Now, you don't believe it. You don't see it that way. But that's the reality. Because you don't love yourself. You don't honor and respect yourself as a man or as a woman. Love thyself first and then love other people. How do you do that? Take care of your health. A lot of y'all is unhealthy. How can you love yourself if you tan up your body, destroying your body? But forget that that's not number one. The number one thing is taking care of your mentality, taking care of your mental. Because everything starts within. Everything's internal and then it releases to the external. So love yourself from within first. Make sure your mind is right. Alter and shift your reality. Change your mindset. Realize who you really are. That's how you love yourself. Be very authentic with you. You know? That's how you love yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Cherish you. Now, no, I'm not saying you should idol worship yourself. But make sure you loving you to their fullest ability. Man, listen. I didn't used to love myself, right? Well, at least I thought I did. But I really didn't because I was being unhealthy. I was eating a lot of BS, the stuff that I shouldn't be doing. I wasn't following the Most High because how can I love myself if I don't love God? That don't even make no sense. How can I love me if I don't love the person who created me? I was a bar. How can I love me if I don't love the one who created me? It doesn't make any sense. So you gotta love God too, man. Don't forget about that. Everybody want to forget about God. God is number one. So I had to learn how to love God first. Because God is within me. Then once I started to love God, I started to really love myself. It all balanced out. Then once I started loving God and I started loving myself, I started to see things that I needed to change from within. I started to see my heart posture towards other people. I started to see I need to change my health. I remember I lost 50 pounds. I was shredded. I stopped eating meat. I kind of like went back a little bit, but I feel like it's more healthy to not eat meat, bro. Fish is cool, but man, I personally, man, I don't think we should be eating that. But that's a whole nother topic, you know. But I just started loving myself. I started being more disciplined, more focused, caring about things that I need to care about that's real, not things of the world, not things that's gonna lead me astray. I started having more focus, and then I realized, dang, I really care about myself. Because these things are starting to show up in my life that I never seen before. I never seen me so disciplined. I never seen me so focused. I never seen myself like this. So it's clear that I love myself. Because wouldn't you do that to your son? Wouldn't you do that to your daughter? Wouldn't you want to love them and care about them? But so why do you reject yourself? You can't love nobody else until you love yourself. And like I said, people are going to see how you love yourself. People are going to see how you cherish yourself. You know? People come to you, man, a lot of times, once I changed my life, a lot of people come to me with respect, bro. It's like, I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to, it's like, it's a different vibe. When you change yourself, you will start to see it. You'll start to see it manifest outwardly. You'll start to see people behave differently towards you. People act differently. People think differently around you. People want to become more like you. You have a lot of more positive influence. Man, everything I don't know, I got to keep saying it, bro. Everything starts from within. Everything. And like I said, man, nobody gonna love you like you love yourself. And everybody's gonna love you exactly how you love yourself. You'll be like, dang, why this girl treat me like this? Why she doing me like this? Why she doing me like that? You know, I love her, I care about her. Because you idol worshiping these people, man. You don't really love yourself. Because how could you love yourself while also letting somebody walk over you? It don't make no sense. Think about a doorman, bro. Think about anything. Think about a car. It don't matter what it is. It could be material or not. If you love it, you're going to cherish it. You're going to take care of it. So if somebody's walking over you, that means they don't love you. And it's obviously because you don't love yourself. These are the things you got to think about, dude. They walking over you. They don't respect you. They don't cherish you. They don't treat you right. Now, sometimes people are evil. You know, I ain't going to say that a lot of every single time that, you know, you don't love yourself. But if you continue to deal with those things, that's when you don't love yourself. You know? You might meet if you're a woman, you might meet a man that's like, dang, you know, I gotta change my ways towards him. You know, he's a good dude. You know, I gotta come in here a little bit more different. Sometimes, if you're a woman, a man, I change you for the better. You know, you start to see that I ain't used to do these things. I used to do the things I used to do before. I used to be this loving and caring. It's because his energy, his vibrations, his frequencies is pushing towards you, is rubbing off on you. Because he loves himself, because he care about himself. And as a man, that should feel good to you. That should feel good when a woman comes to you and all of a sudden she want to love you, she want to care about you. You know, she might have this rough exterior, but she love you. You know, she sees peace within you. It's because you showing up how you showing up, bro. You loving yourself. But you got to start with you first. Everybody looking for love, but ain't looking within. That's where you find love. How you find love? I want a girl, I want this, I want that. Look in the mirror. That's how you find her. That's how you find your wife, bro. Look in the mirror. That's how you find your husband. Look in the mirror. And if you scared to look in the mirror, then you ain't ready for a husband. You ain't ready for a wife. Now, there are material things that you shouldn't necessarily be concerned of as far as like loving yourself or finding a wife, finding a husband. Because that's what most people, when they say loving yourself and want somebody to love you, that's what we're talking about majority of the time. So we're not talking about material things. We're talking about spiritual things. The spiritual things are way more important than the physical. We're not talking about what type of car you drive. We're not talking about if you got a big house. We're not talking about if you got $1 million in your bank account. We're not talking about that, bro. We're talking about your spiritual self, your higher self, and those things that are most important, man. But make sure y'all soaking up this game, bro. It's a really good game, man. But man, love yourself, honor yourself, cherish yourself. Look within. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things should be added on to you. But it's all about a mindset, and it's so difficult trying to love yourself in this world full of distractions, full of lust, full of greed, full of hate, full of betrayal. Sometimes like, man, why the hell am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what world, how can one, sometimes I ask myself, how can one become their higher self here? How can I become, because like, I can see myself, like, this is just about, I'm just ranting a little bit, but man, this is just about like, it's something in me just to want to become greater. I just want to become the highest version of myself. And I ain't talking about, man, materialistic things. I'm talking about spiritually, bro. Like, because I can see a reality where like I'm one within. I'm one with the Creator. Like, everything is everything. I can just feel it. I can move like it. Like Jesus said, bro. It's like a different type of consciousness level. Like Jesus said, you can do greater things than he. I want to move in so much peace, so much I can. People ask, like, listen, bro. People ask, are miracles performed today? Listen. A miracle is me saying these words on a camera and somebody listening to this who might want to delete themselves, and they listen to these words, and it make them want to change their life. If that ain't a miracle to you, I don't know what is. The fact that all I got to do is talk. The fact that all that you got to do is talk. The fact that all these people in the world, all they got to do is say something. How is that not a miracle? But listen, bro, I'm just talking at this point. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I love y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Just continue to be the best version of you. Don't allow negative energy, negative frequencies, negative vibrations to destroy who you really are. You might have to get away from people. You might have to go into solitude. That seems like that's the only way to really become your higher self. Is to not be around people, not be controlled by social media, the things of this world. But I just want to get away, man. I want to love thyself as much as possible, and that's going to allow me to love as much people as possible, and to fulfill my purpose on this earth. So, man, coming towards the end of the video, man, like I keep saying, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Help this video get to the people who need it. Like, I really want these videos, this positivity to push throughout this world, man, because we need it, man. It's too much negativity. It's too much bad things in this world, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. I'm out.